issues a strong warning to all banks, bankers, and executives linked to suspect Ade Boakye, and says they will have faced arrest and prosecution if found guilty. The Attorney General, Dr. Ayine.
That the suspect and his wife have registered companies which we are currently tracking. We are tracking all the companies. There are about 10, of them that they created with Advantage Solutions, mostly owning all the companies. For purposes of the investigation that is ongoing, we are not going to disclose those companies. But I want to warn any executive, director, or employee of each of the companies who, knowing that Mr. Ade Boakye has been arrested, if they make movement of assets, we will track and arrest them and prosecute them. So they are all warned. All banks are also warned that if you see any wire transfers or cash withdrawals on any of the accounts belonging to Mr. Ade Boakye and his companies, the bank managers and all their employees who are involved in those transfers will equally be arrested.
Okay, that is what Dr. Ayine says. He goes on to say that plans to activate mutual assistance between Ghana and UK to track the assets of former NSB director Ade Boakye is underway. And many are asking, what about the other woman who was convicted in absentia? Asante Abua, good morning.
Morning, Omanhene.
Now, Paul to say, morning. Bibi Aboko. What's the name of the woman? Said the name. Tamaklu, right?
Yes.
And Attorney General says there are plans to activate mutual assistance between Ghana and UK to track assets of the former NSB director. People are asking, can they have the same mutual arrangement with America to bring down Sedinam Tamaklu, who has been convicted by a court of competent jurisdiction? These are many issues. Let's hear what the Attorney General said with respect to plans that are far afoot for mutual assistance between UK and Ghana.
Owns a company known as Vertex Properties. And we trace the proceeds of crime to Vertex Properties also. They have Vertex Properties owns 27 houses located at Oyarfa. Each house costs, an estimated cost of $295,000 of American dollars. We also know that they have two properties in London that we are tracking, and I'm going to trigger the mutual legal assistance between the United Kingdom and Ghana for us to be able to lay hands on those properties.
So that is the Attorney General. And then there was an update on National Service Authority ghost name scandal. He says so far 8 has been arrested. And Ayachi Omo, they are already singing. What's what I say Tonyum? So details of their songs no see NCB or the beba. And you bay and a nipa ngoche achi omoto. Yente Dr. Ayine, the Attorney General.
8 suspects have been interrogated and have started singing. In the National Service scandal, 8 suspects have been interrogated and a good number of them have started singing. They are cooperating with our investment. They started singing literally. Yeah. So we will give you details of their songs at the appropriate time. In view of the fact that so indeed we now have evidence of payments that were made into the accounts of the top executives of the National Service by vendors, private vendors, and staff of the scheme. We also have evidence that in November 2024, and listen to this carefully, the CEO of the National Service Scheme and others paid a Ghanaian MP to kill the story in the media and to defend them.
And that is that. And then was it MPB? National Service Authority CEO in the person of Osesibe amani sikadoso pro so onko hu media no nkoye propaganda no mon kill case no MP kura yebehu Dr. Ayini oye mrasebejani ye wo Ghana ha na beto dwasem mrasebeja form ye ministers omaji double salary mode kokwa sasa besi na ye hunu ba kokura di names ni ba ye besi na to twai o me ka we kire o Ghana ha yaw na yan sorry no pa yen ko busa Dr. Ayini was say investigation are still ongoing for 4 years. That MP, if you don't know the name, you will not tell us, which means that MP needs to be named and shaped. We are waiting for the name of the MP. Other than that, this is mere propaganda which will not fly. Yes, your you will be, your investigation will be, the person should own out. You should own him out. Okay? Osasi nipa mienubi omo tracki omo $2 million be a sky train project no. The chi obi na say wo ho no. Professor Ade Akye onipa mienubi na transfer sika no omo hwehwem. And the Attorney General minority say the Attorney General is abusing power with searches and arrest. Na eyo mo wan say minority say Attorney General nya na dwuma no. Ase si ade onu bom ena wonam ehwehwe nipa achi wo mo. Nanka the appropriate courts Iyoko NIB nom ne others no investigation bibia we are no mo de aba yentie Ahmed in some of the two
injustice when investigators bring their case and evidence. The poster of the new AG undermines this rule. He is no longer acting as an officer of the court, but is instead acting as someone who has conducted his own inquisition, determined guilt of a suspect, and is seeking to force his view or his views on the courts. The practice undermines the role of the Attorney General and undermines the administration of justice. All well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on it to an end, and to end it now as we speak.
Okay. Now, in other news, Subin MP say one investigation at Chelsea Dumso and a Kofa Ejashisha by 2,000 shops so far. Brasebe Jani Awo Subin Peswaso lawyer Kofi Obri Yeboah.
To the tragic fire outbreak that ravaged Edo business districts, the vibrant commercial hub of Kumasi, located in Subi constituency, on the dawn of Friday, March 21st, 2025. Mr. Speaker, countless shops were engulfed by the raging flames, reducing decades of hard work, sweat, and lifelong investment of our traders and business people to ashes. This scene was heartbreaking as men and women risked their lives through the inferno to salvage what they could. Almost 2,000 shops and uncountable goods were gutted by the fire. In my interaction with affected traders and eyewitnesses, Mr. Speaker, it was revealed that this fire was allegedly triggered by Dumso. Power had been out. The moment electricity was restored, it sparked and triggered the fire. This is most unfortunate in view of how far we have come as a nation. Mr. Speaker, the reports further indicate that the Ghana National Fire Service was handicapped in their attempt to salvage the situation due to non-existent functional fire tenders at nearby stations and major logistical issues that must be addressed. Mr. Speaker.
Nah, what is 72 Jano and Speaker had directed the Defense, Interior and Local Government to investigate recent fire outbreaks in markets. I'm so free say it's Defense, Interior and Local Government Ministries in Kambom. These three ministries. Kumasi MPs unite to push for development in Ashanti region, and they are calling for the completion of the Accra Kumasi Highway. Na oka
na dey ba kwa ye start any say budget e yo man panyin e dey ba parliament or represent na yeso ya ba ikrum ene ikrumfo e be dinkita ho obi bia wo masia traders magazine for artisans nurses, doctors, teachers, any people who come home. Say a person budget. A far catch for a moon so they see budget visit. I don't be teaching what train. Now who acquire our budget we breakfast will be put you. So be doing let's say one input no commercial. The become was and now we are American. Because one project that we feel say a year idea as I say NBC for trust any Kumasi Accra dualization project. Exactly what we say is the most important highway in the country. The NIPA uses our road no for daily bread no 10 million. That is a third of Ghanaians who uses our road. That makes it the most important rule. As well as there.
Okay, I don't see Mashabe Johnny or Bantaman Peswaso, former Roads and Highways Minister, in the person of Asenso Boakye and Okasayeno. Our Pelejo Mama Apeja Penifua or G woman and Sayano or Peja Womumu Ekosro as a Siano. Brigadier General for Siano, I am Major Generals and Admirals Abem and Air Marshals Abem was swear in so Mukoya Juma in consultation with the armed forces and as Siano Wapeja and Penifo Numi Apeja Omo Drew Pempenswa just say Omo Emuaye Drew Papa Obakase Tran can say Brigadier General the head and a woman or say now no soon him the obey. It one more go generals and penny for no can in ano. What job Mokai? It's a Quanjana here or Bebaso. The happy idiot. Professor Boakye becomes the first woman to chair Armed Forces Council. This time Uncle Police. It is the chair of the Ghana Armed Forces. Commander-in-Chief, Omanhene John Mama. The deputy commander, no, the chairman of the Armed Forces Council. It's the first ever. Omanhene John Mama here near maybe. Na ebi mo say so okoso aya ho. I hear 2028 no. Now we hear MPP kra hu omo. Is that the case? People are saying, but my member of Bejo Akwaba. The Attorney General issue is trending. One, there's a school of thought which thinks that the Attorney General is jumping the gun. One, Article 19(2)(c) of the Ghana's Constitution says inter alia, a person charged with a criminal offense shall be presumed innocent until he is proved or has pleaded guilty. Now, we don't know whether Kwabena Dubois has pleaded guilty to even any charge. Two, the lawyers of Kwabena Dubois led by Atachia says they were denied to see their client yesterday, which to them is a violation of the human rights. He was arrested on the 20th at Kotoka International Airport and was denied to pass through the VIP into Okodi, the normal routine. Onamuno no moche no.
But I see you.
Yeah, they handcuff. I don't know about that. Yeah, they handcuff Gunisa in the public view. And Hojo no on the 20th. As we speak this morning, he is still incarcerated. Ghana Mrasi, after 48 hours, you can't keep a prisoner. So when a criminal said they were kumni pakra, found the court. Over kind OSP was doing it. Yeah. He will let you go to court, give you bail, and rearrest you. It is allowed. Why are they still keeping the gentleman without giving him access to his lawyers? 2. On the 21st, Neyiri ko so okwako he no. Okoya ono so yache no Angela Boateng. So ono so yache no. Ebesi ne oba no so wo Iyokofo nsem. If you are interrogating somebody 48 hours, why we nipa no beko with mandamus or habeas corpus in court produce the person. Now afebe ye no one ye careful. And your man the attorney general ashase a oye no. He wants Ghanaians to know that they are working. But court this evidence they have not been verified yet. Iyoko, the attorney general says the Iyoko is still investigating, which means the man has not been officially charged with counts. Why do you expose these things? Over to you are arming the defendants. Attach your lawyer for and 31 years at bar. You are arming them with your arsenals. Keep it to your chest. Obakai 2209. Madam Betimo Drusu. We will jail 48 people.
Yes.
We are doing inquiry. We will jail them. We are here. Not one person. There are so many ways of killing a cat. Why the rush? You are a learned lecturer of law, the attorney general. Why don't you wait for investigations to be conducted? MPR and now patrol to her. They didn't pay that. I say we can't that. They protect their own.
So it's a
propaganda. Propaganda for a dream. And we are mine with technicalities. Here Jogate doing Kufuor's era. Until no more sem. Over here, see a jelly chachu, a jelly Kwame Pepra, a jelly Victor Solomon, Yamifan Cresci, Ibrahim Adams. That young man at the age of 35 jailed all these big men because one year what nipa? Unya crime fanning court. What the documents I want to be able to grab on thing.
Oh, that man, you didn't need Charles Dubois.
Any Charles Dubois, a former deputy financer, or also, yes, or also no count more, you know, a friend said. Now, take Papa we power Assemblies of God, Deacon. Now, or church. Oh, sir,
I heard the American once.
I'm your cause, and you tell us about
this opportunity. That will come
you take advantage.
So I thank God for this. What have I learned in my young life? In my very early 40s, really very early 40s. But I see that opportunities must always be seized.
Also, opportunities
we must always seize opportunities.
Let's put it across
we are aware
when people are seeing,
everybody is blessed. It is very true. You are pastors and you even know more than I am that when God created us, God actually blessed us from the fact that we should be fruitful, multiply, and take dominion over our earth. So it's already there. But you see the difference between
or say when opportunities come, you seize it. He's 44 years now.
27
29 houses.
Now
we are smart. it is too early because but you see, I don't like the crucifixion of the public opinion and the public opinion. You see, he's been thrown to the dogs. Another one share. After bedroom maybe that the citizenry would think say, what Attorney General no crano? Why are they? Why you want to?
Because
issue number. You have this document. Why what about two Guabonte? And two, the plea bargain he was talking about. I don't get it. Nipano won't charge Nipano whether it's what Mabusan say will plead guilty or otherwise. A court. Onye do all say so baba plea bargain dia. Obeche no be sika ni nyina na manjano. It means that what concludes are guilty. What's Buani Kum for you? Which is wrong. I mean, I need a renowned lecturer of law. So I don't expect this thing. Lawyer for no within Comunina, they are like, what is wrong with this man? You have evidence. They say a Ghana, you ambush. You don't ambush
the court
or any opponent. And the documents when you open, you will make it available for them for their perusal. Why don't you wait? Never say why the rush?
The Attorney General is virtually appealing to our emotions. Among we say who say BBC Koso now will be $7 million. I could do no anymore. Yeah, definitely you be emotionalized. And you vent your anger on some of these appointees.
Leadership is not about anger and venting your spleen.
No. My joint channel penny say. Me de na me expect senka Attorney General Rana Yaboma. And ke better special court. You cry. Same way. You could 6 months. Thank you. Sentences. And can work at the informations behind the scenes. What they also buy and you swear in or can say by end of March there will be prosecution, they will start prosecution. But say we evidence in any problem, but all the money could do June. Never the information, no Chief Justice. No one to special court to be on trial. On my every day be as I mean to general you because Punu is giving us some notice. We say, someone would delay the Sanwa.
The defendant's lawyers will definitely bring technicalities.
And you know, and temper and we for some now. We could be able to do better to and because me I don't back on another year or electoral petition in 2020 say Yama as someone and chair me 3-4 months crana. You did rule in the Babon. To me, what previous one lasted more than 8 months.
8 months.
What you say? And you know, I was at Attorney General, new court to be crossed, specially made for trials in this nature. Because Sebi, on my sika, allegedly, say $7 million
$7 million.
That is $7 Hey, Ade Akye can say he made all this money from 2018 upwards. The same as Sir John. And I want to make him mayor establishment from 2018 I call for the commission. He made all this, including say Achimota for a part of it to be only. Now I Ghana for be a Ghana need to be ana. Get the position more or man had some no. And I say get it back, but me and a permit can I say Aini. Ya wamani amre. No one did you more. Yeah, some of I would think say Omo person be a dachi will be so bad. See an Omayo. Omayo in the court of a media trial. Now for us a year near Fusu. But so much money break. No one you penny bishop prison. A promise is actually almost so bad. Omo dia dene. In that case, NDC for a month for what give me say. Some power I want to mean NDC for MPP for. So this is a time somebody daje any apotre.
This
no one
evidence where Asante make us.
What you say? No
the Attorney General I don't understand him. Yeah, I mean it's not about just telling somebody so bedemuno. It's different from Emrano. What do you check? Was it when 24 June and omo fan say omo amende Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act ede plea bargain chemo. Yes. And on that of Asian Koye Bia went to a jail no.
Yeah.
Yes. He wasn't in position. No, I said,
very good. And on the bus, I'm not to say, oh, but the assembly drew baby. conviction aba
what for
unim say investment Ghana investment fund bi nipa me ensa bi echi omo tie omo sika me eja omo
yes
plea bargain. That is when the court has concluded with evidence and everything proving say
udi for okay
unyam fa nipa charge back kura unyam no because court now because he's been charged on 5 counts of way misappropriation or thievery or whatever. Unye, why are you talking about police?
Say be what kind of saying puna just ampa ma buy
that be I know make us say you keep your arsenal to your chest. They will be paying. They be breadru maybe no mo ya for puni ho no mo jai ensemble media and our media trial of puni 8 years ni so for city crowd but for the wadi so one first city it was wrong so man it 8 years keep your arsenals to your chest to no send your auto spa many auto spa about whom is spa and why do you arm your opponents by telling them and there may be any sawoka where our kagu where we yaw afraid of Mukako press conference. 1 violation of human rights. 2 why away who I will say Iyoko is still investigating. If Iyoko is investigating, Attorney General, why don't you let Iyoko come and address the people? Say we have arrested so and so in connection with what we believe has been a criminal minded whatever. Investigations are still ongoing and we will brief you in subsequent.
Osaka say embrace ye hona de edi echiri ba de esu chen we otum say the little kakra o magada we eno mode mayame ye hunu the state of certain things are koso and akonta the mama blame at the Attorney General say MPP now calling for this press conference Attorney General here and me I don't blame the man because every before accuse him and Penny John Dramani Mahama buying so the Richard Dapa chase you omun crofo estorm you omun fie wa bro muni search warrant and then now I'm publishing at the end from Anajo on their pages search warrant de call Adesin fie near there then more publishing na the babonten say they are not going to their houses say ono Attorney General nim de oye and on sorry o call mo
agreed
but akota me the man me supported this Attorney General say the Attorney General nyem from so addressing Ghana for it is the money of Ghanaians and
in addressing Ghanaians if you understand
it is the money of Ghanaians. The money is entrusted in John Dramani Mahama and then the NDC and there are accusations from MPP for say Yankro for no chase you mo stormy or mo fie mo tete or mo nyere afenyo did this press conference and no year before Attorney General Ebekasa Akwafiafian you say Ahmed why so sorry here okay so
member of parliament
MP
a description be member of parliament for the I will never tell you
a description a member of parliament only general only say
Ahmed
Bakuno on address say Ghana for no pardon say the Attorney General is chasing one chase you called for something and the Attorney General is also coming out to let you know say he is not this is MPP and this Ignadia almost fighting for public sympathy.
Yes, at the end of the day,
one thing, and making him look as if say one moderated Dapa. Search warrant, and then Attorney General Amaya Ababontia say all quite this in no kuta search warrant. And I could proud to that. Nobody can make it Kawabonte say Addison allegedly on the Bank of Ghana meetings was Otifi in Ano. Why are you trolling gadgets?
All spy the
aircourse. And I could have no me to say a basadia.
He has gone beyond the normal.
Yes. And this time no MPP for Namuya and Namu Chesio, Maya Yakaso Machini, everyone you said the Friday or Thursday, no machi NSS Papania friends or says be no machino. And that my also so monster a can say weekend here is a Friday.
That's right. Almost on the 20th.
Anybody na ye ka ho asem. Me dey akota dey me kan say MPP for no. Man o machini. Ene o mo be chi o mo no. So mo didi mo bi dia edia MPP supporters dey chi o mo nko. Ba wo papa we to fie no wan to bia ma wa wo ye be chi obi a wo be si wo no no. Wo cross ye chi obi ka wo.
Me ba. What the man there? Yahweh. So what man no pay now? Me say. They should tread cautiously so that.
Akuta, let's give the Attorney General the benefit of the doubt.
I have given him I've given him the benefit of the doubt. But there are certain expose when you do it, irrespective of your expose, in the public perception. It is different from court. You can address Ghanaians.
He must let us know.
When Betimo Drisu arrested Kwabena Jenum, they addressed Ghanaians and made them know the rot. But certain evidence were not admissible in court. And let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He has every benefit of the doubt. But I am throwing a question. So they say, almost 20 cautiously now. The baby alpha is sicker. Yeah, public noise. But much ado about nothing. They make out because you made the Abasane stress 4 years now a boss also body a democracy. If these things about Bonte and one next time will be on the Sukuta position there. Even if ever publicly, I am a situation. I branch anyone. Am I going for anyone? Depending I will suggest the MPP for MPP and I go back over my hand. I suggest it is chairman. He told them to keep quiet. But you see, Kodia told them to calm and not be talking too much. What's Omanhene? See a chin in Yakota, or did my mouth for the Asenko? I tell you, I'm point in this own. Hey, they say, I allege. I say, I never come and say, it is a general secretary of the party. Because a party in a buy and a year most of disappointments and a bewa buying. Say, after no, and for that matter, minority for so by side we are. O my way, see your mind. Let's and was a bar on who beside parliament and for that matter, who are fed a party for international sending a television alleged Baku for me. So 2018 and the BC 2024. I'm making 27. After Japadia, that was $7 million. And she said, "Oh, you put in something is a 30 say." Say 44. That is 6 years ago. We're 38. Oma so ma hwe ya o aba mo bra o omo we brabo omo re akake dia se na aka enugase we se kopa na se enugase aka wi emo egame binya be 29 ngo we ka azante me ba azante say we the investigation are still ongoing. If it is proven say that nyamani nyina otoy now toy with NSB Sika. The Americans are just smart and they say, "Yow, how do you pay $285,000 from a withdrawal from National Signal Bureau's account into your personal account to go and pay for something?" It doesn't make sense. We did a shut up for more kitty better. Yes, smart. That's also. I was say, "Yow, I was just after no, I say 30 say. Now 30. Now I have to show the corner." Oh, Panyasa, I quite almost say, yeah, may I show some around. I dare go see. I'm over the NS1 will be no cranny. Nanny, it's usually I can see. You say, NSB, no National Signal Bureau. Any national security. Say NSB said national security as you. national security omo budget ye ntu din o
yeah the temple
ti so obi origin ha o rich ti say jabari
yes
any tapso ba omampani joma ma beba ha ye twesika ma omo for the bambo
oh yes
ye musa say sika no say na mu use ye
I say na kai
sunyane all the riches
yes
security campus they don't talk omo wasika papa national security kandapa
na gota we no hye na anase no
yes
ene nie na ne ogoro na mu no wo so
ya de Ade Akye Abia